It's your boy Pound from the Lounge Boys. Yeah, I'm in the man cave. Let's drop that beat, baby. Yeah.
Drew on the keys on this shit now.
What it do, world? It's your boy, Mike T. And this is the Man Cave Sports Podcast. You already know what time it is. Hey, man, it's another week of sports. It's another week to be here with my guys. Hey, and we got a special guest today. So you already know we about to get it in. It's going to be a good show. How y'all fellas feeling? Wild Card Ma, how you doing, man?
Man, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. How you doing, my brody?
Hey, you already know what time it is, man. We're getting close to the county cookout, man. So, you know, I'm getting amped. The Bammers is hitting me up talking about they about to beat the Mo County squad. And I'm like, I'm not playing. Like, what do y'all keep saying? Y'all keep like coming at me. I'm just the Bama putting it together. Like, I'm not playing. you better leave me alone before I stack this team. Like, I keep telling them that. Like, don't make me go like call White Chocolate or somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Man, how you doing, player?
I'm great, my brother. I'm great.
Oh, man.
Hey, and I got my OG, man. Listen, y'all know I'm immaculate with the intros. This man, listen, I've only had three basketball coaches in my life. He's one of them. Everything I've seen him do in the community, the work that he's done in the community is why we have him on the show. He's a great dude, man. Blair alumni, part of the Maple Community Association. I remember as a youngin', I used to see them walk around with the Mac chains, and I used to be like, damn. I told her I was gonna throw it back. Listen, pause, because the youngins, you know, the youngins nowadays, they wild. But they used to have the chains, man. Like, you know how the rappers got the chains. I see Bama's 15 minutes away from me that got the chains. So I gravitated towards that, man. His name is Dawg Pound. What's up, man? How you doing, man?
What's going on, my G? Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
in the building.
He's in the building tonight, and he told me he wanted to come on the show. I was like, hey, man, I can finagle some things around, you know what I mean? So I got him on the show. So we're going to talk some sports. But before I get into talking the sports, like I was saying, he's part of the Maple Community Association. Pound, touch on that a little bit for me.
Well, me and a couple of the homies and females around the way decided, let's start something to help these little youngins that's in our neighborhood and the surrounding areas. So we started a nonprofit called the Maple Community Association, which we'll be doing mentorships, take kids camping, helping kids get jobs. I mean, you name it, we're gonna try to do it, man. Because they did it for us when we grew up. So all we're trying to do is give back, man. So we got a big event coming up on Juneteenth down Maple. It's going to be at the Lee Jordan Field. That's Tacoma Middle School. Make sure all y'all come out. We got food vendors. We got a special band going to play. We got a gospel choir. The radio station going to be there. It's going to be crazy, man. So make sure y'all come through. Juneteenth from 12 to 6. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I mean,
what's up?
Watching from a distance, you give it back. You know what I'm saying? I had the opportunity, which is funny because I get to tell this story now. I had the opportunity to work with Pound with the Turkey Bowl 2 we did together, which was the biggest one that we did. I met Urso through him and didn't even know I met Urso through him. Like, literally, I went and talked to Blair the day before the Turkey Bowl, which was a Wednesday. Urso was there. I had no clue who the hell he was then, and he had no clue who the hell I was. The next morning, Pound introduces me to Urso, and we've been cool since, you know what I'm saying? So that's a dope story I wanted to tell, make sure people knew that, because you were the one that linked that up. But being a Blair alumni, man, I wanted to ask you real quick before we get into all the other stuff we're going to talk about. How do you feel about the recent year's success? And actually, you knowing somebody that you actually grew up with on the staff, Urso.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm excited, man. Even for the past couple of years, I've been watching. We're finally winning, man. So I feel good, man. So you gotta feel good. We're not on the bottom of the barrel no more, man. So we're making noise, man. So you got to be happy about that, man. Any Blair alumni. So I'm just happy, man. I hope we get the basketball team together, get them winning some games. Yeah, let's take over the county like we used to have the county. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I'm with you. And with Urso, you grew up with Urso, right?
Yeah, he's younger than me, but yeah, we grew up together.
Okay. How you feel about knowing somebody on the coaching staff? Oh yeah, Gerard.
Oh yeah.
And Gerard from Maple.
Oh yeah. Oh, you gotta love it, man, because they giving back the same way I'm doing it, but they giving it back on the high school level. So you gotta love that, man. I wish I can get in there for real.
Yeah.
I might have to sign up. You know,
I'm about to say the word. I mean, we can get that plugged in. Don't worry. We can get that plugged in. Trust and believe. We can plug that up.
I did play quarterback now for some years. Come on now.
Okay. All right. Coach Sam, I'm gonna send this clip to you. So bring some old Blazers back like you've been doing. Shouts out to the Blair Blazers. If you did not know.
Y'all see my joke right here? That's basketball, but hey, it's there.
Yes, sir. And this is aired on Saturday. So yesterday we did the Blair uniform reveal. So if you didn't catch that, go back and watch that. Let's get into some sports, y'all. Y'all ready to get into some sports, man?
Hey, before we do that, I just had a couple of questions for.
Oh, go ahead. My bad. I rudely forgot.
Nah, I know. nah, Philly. You excited? Moco in the building. It's like a family reunion in this thing. I feel
that whenever Moco's in the building, I'm just different.
Hey, I'm honorary Moco from the KC Mo, so it's all good.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this, Pound Man. Obviously, with your Maple Community Association, you said your goal is to kind of give some game to the youngins and keep them forward in the right direction. What are some of the biggest hurdles or obstacles that you think is out there for the youth, and pretty much the purpose on why you got the Maple Community Association?
One of the things that I've learned, man, the people they hang around messes up a kid instantly. It's like your peers, if your peers not on the same level, then you're going to fall into a situation where you're going to do what that peer is doing or other peers are doing, even if it's bad or if it's good. Hopefully it's good, but a lot of stuff is bad. And I guess you don't want to be down or you want to be with the in crowd, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But a lot of we're going to try to change that focus into a positive thing, to where a lot of kids, all they know is what's right there in front of them. It's in their hood or the neighborhood. I ain't gonna say everywhere's a hood, but in their neighborhood. So if you show them something different, open up their minds, then hopefully they'll go in a different direction. So that's what we're looking to do, you know what I'm saying, to just try to touch a lot of people's minds.
I dig it. To follow it up, what are, obviously you got the big celebration going on Juneteenth. What other events or activities do you guys do to kind of help ring in some of the youth of the community?
Well, right now we actually just started this about a year ago.
Okay.
So right now, we're planning on doing some camping trips. Planning on taking them to this place called Hemlock Overlook. Y'all should look that up. It's like a leadership camp. See, the police took us there a long time ago. A lot of people like, oh, the police took you. See, we were cool with the police. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of neighborhoods is missing right now. They keep from the police, thinking the police is nothing but bad. But if you would hang with the police, what they'll learn is they're normal. They're normal people. They laugh, they joke, they like to have fun. We used to play basketball with the police and everything. So once we can implement, get the funding and implement some of the stuff that we did back then, I think a lot of the kids will actually see different opportunities in life, you know what I'm saying, which will help them out. But yeah, we got mentor programs coming up, man. I want to implement this dude in Houston told me about it. It's like a financial financial leadership type thing where you're teaching stocks and man, all type of different stuff to take that mind off the hustling. You see what I'm saying? That quick hustle, that quick money. There's other quick money you can get now,
Yeah.
that the schools ain't telling you about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do too.
No, I think that's pretty dope, man. Because especially it's unfortunate that a lot of people that look like us don't know financial literacy. Hey, man, you said it, man. Stocks and bonds, playing the stock market, investing your money, man. It's so many different avenues that we can do with our money that we just ain't tapped into yet.
Yep.
And so I think that's dope. I think that's pretty dope, my brother, man. I really dig that.
Thank you.
I wanted to piggyback off that real quick because one thing I know about Maple, and I've always known about Maple, I'm from the other side, but I've always known this about Maple is y'all kind of stick together, and I don't mean kind of like when I say kind of, but y'all stick together. Resemblance of a white oak, resemblance of a 1 deuce 4. You know what I'm saying? Rose. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Y'all have always been that community. So to see y'all doing this to me is not a surprise. It was more so like, hey, yes, about time. Let's go. I wanted to ask you because I know you probably, I don't know if you played for them, but I know you know who I'm talking about. Tacoma Park Rams.
Okay. I
That's
played for them. Yeah. They still got an organization. That's the Tacoma Park Boys and Girls Club.
Okay, so the football team is still there?
Yep.
Okay, good. Because I haven't seen or heard of them in a long time, bro. So I wanted to see if that's something that y'all was going to touch on.
Yeah, I mean, they still function. I mean, like I said, they have their own organization and everything. So, I mean, we touch kids from there. We have a group in Tacoma Park called Lunch and Learn that a lady runs in at the Essex building. So we get a lot of her kids also. So she's in partnering with the June team. So we try to get kids from different. I even got a connection with the Boy Scouts. See, a lot of people growing up thinking Boy Scouts. They think, what's the first thing you think of when you think Boy Scouts? You just think either just white people or they're gay or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then for them, man, it's a lot of things that brothers can learn from the Boy Scouts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's another avenue I'm gonna take too to try to get people survival in the fit. You got to know how to survive, and that's something that the Boy Scouts teach you. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Different avenues. I'm trying to reach different avenues to touch all these kids, man, as much as possible.
Got you. Mel, you got any questions for him?
Nah, man. All I gotta say is everything that you said, that's just some amazing work, man.
Thanks, man.
Like, you don't understand. I just wish it was somebody in my neighborhood around the time I was growing up to help out me and my homies when we couldn't figure things out the same way that you're doing. So it's like, man, I just say I appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Definitely. I mean, I learned it from the best, man. Like I said, in Tacoma Park, the recreation department and the police department, certain people helped us get out of the hood, man. And without them, it's like Jason. Jason said he read this book called My 7 Fathers. See, a lot of us grew up with no fathers, but those 7 fathers was planted in the hood. You got like 2 or 3 recreation people you see as father figures. Maybe 1 or 2 police officers you see as father figures. Even people that selling drugs in the hood, you see them as father figures. But you're learning from all of them to make you a better man. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have that. All they have is their mother. And then that's hard for a woman to raise a boy into a man. And some things that she can't teach. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
So I definitely see what you're saying. I hope everybody in each neighborhood should have somebody. Let's just help these youngins out, man. It's bad out here right now, and they need it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. 2020, when you talk about the police, like I wasn't too keen to the police before 2020. You know what I'm saying? And then I ended up, you know what I'm saying, kneeling with the police. So I get how what you're saying about how like the police back in the day kind of knew us and things of that nature. Knew them. You know what I'm saying? There was a level of respect that doesn't exist now. And I think that does need to come back into our community some way, somehow. I do think the police need to work a little harder to get back the trust, but at the same time, we kind of got to be a little bit accepting of it too. Like we can't just be off the whatever. But at the same time, the police got to earn it. kind of how when my situation when I was doing stuff with the police during the 2020. That's how I got it, because I was like, I told them my story, you know what I'm saying, and we connected and we started doing stuff. Like the Turkey Bowl, the first 2 Turkey Bowls, we weren't supposed to be out there. It was pandemic, you know what I'm saying? But because of the connection I had with them, they let us rock. You know what I'm saying? So, because like the second Turkey Bowl, it was a lot of people out there, and it wasn't supposed to be nobody near each other, let alone playing football.
Which one did I come to? The first one or the second one?
The second one.
The
second one? The second.
Yeah, that thing was crazy, boy.
Yeah. So, and you know what I'm saying? We ended up getting viral on DMV Hood News just off of a video from the joint. You know what I'm saying? We didn't plan that. None of that. None of that was the situation. It was 2 neighborhoods that my generation and Pound's generation, we didn't have no problems. But the younger the generations got, they started having issues. And for us to pull that game together, it was like, wow.
It was like 4 different neighborhoods, right?
Yeah, but our game, the 88 and Maple game, like I said, that was a big thing to like bridge the gap in our community. So I've seen Pound do it directly. Like I seen him do it directly. Like he was out there early with me. I was out there early. Like we was all out there trying to get this joint for a common goal. So I know the Maple Community Association is going to do great things, man. I'm definitely proud of y'all for doing that because the kids need it.
I mean, this is real quick. We just had 2 youngins got murdered on Norte Avenue, which is 2 days ago. One of my brother's best friend's son. I mean, this stuff got to stop, man. It's getting ridiculous, though. You know what I'm saying? They dying so young, and it's messing with me. So that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to push to make this real.
Yeah, we gotta definitely keep. Man was wondering why we started with high school sports, and I think Mark can attest to this. Mark, you can back me up. Step in at any time.
No doubt.
Once we saw the connection we was making with them, especially for the Southmo. When I talk about the Southmo, I mean the Glenmonts, the Wheatons, the Silver Springs, the Tacoma Parks, the Langley Parks. We don't get the coverage the other schools get. Now, granted, we ain't always been the greatest when it comes to sports and things of that nature. So rightfully so, the other schools get the most attention. But because the lack of attention, positive attention that the kids get in the Southmo, they can veer off easier. If you don't got nothing going on, like I went to Blair and we always talk about it, I went 1-9. So it was very clear football wasn't going to be my path.
It was a distraction.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, damn near it was a distraction. I could have been Frank Lucas. You know what I'm saying? If I'd have got started earlier, you know what I'm saying? But I was lucky that I had football. You see what I'm saying? But I think with us, what is important, like, and I'm gonna give nephew a shout out, Nazir. When we first had Nazir on, I could see the difference of how when he came on here and after he came on here. Nino, same thing. Quinn Stouffer, same thing. McCall, same thing. 5-5, same thing. So me personally, I just think that we as adults have that responsibility.
Yep.
To do what you guys are doing. And it's commendable. Ma, you got anything you want to throw in here?
Man, you pretty much hit the most talking points. A majority of them is just when and it's also is because let's be real, man. We can relate to these young men because we were in their shoes not too long ago. We needed some kind of guidance. We needed some kind of somebody to say, hey man, hey, you're veering off to the wrong direction, come back this way. We needed that positive uplifting, we needed that positive reassurance. And so obviously what you're doing, Pound, with the Maple Community Association is definitely something that's going to help uplift these young fellows' spirits, because it's more than just, it's good to have that acknowledgement that you matter. Just that positive reassurance, man, just showing that, there's love somewhere from somebody that wants to see you do great. And the crazy thing is you never know what kind of rose is about to grow out that concrete if you just give them some type of positive love and reassurance that they matter. And that's all it takes is just let them know that they matter, man. And next thing you know, they might be they might be president. They might be the guy to find a cure for AIDS or hell, they might take over Jeff Bezos' position. You know, you never know. We don't know what type of, diamond in the rough that we got. But if you got that village, and I still to this day believe that old saying, it takes a village to
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because if you got that right village around you, man, you never know what they can possibly be out in this world. And I'm with you, Pound, man. All this senseless violence and stuff, and it's it's Moco, it's out here in the city in KC, it's crazy out here. These cats is just they don't fight no more. They pull out blickies and they ready to cap, and it's crazy, man. I don't. It wasn't like that when we was growing up. I just hate to see that it's just just senseless violence just for no reason, just for a wrong staring at a person or wrong color of the clothes or oh my bad, I didn't mean to step on your Nikes, bro, but it turns into something else. So it's just, yeah, man, we gotta that's why I love what we do. I love and love hearing what you guys doing over there with the Maple Community Association, so we can give these people the examples of just, hey man, living in a good way and being beacons of hope out here, man. So, and we deal with enough negativity from the media on what they want to paint us. So
Exactly.
let's not give them no reason to keep painting us with that same paintbrush. So I'm with it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, fellas.
Yeah.
Switching gears a little bit.
Switch.
Yes, sir. WNBA. Who's been following it? Like, I will say this season is back to when it first started. If you remember when 96, when it first started, the hype they had in that year, this is reminiscent of that. Wild card, you've been. I know. I don't even know why I asked you, but I know you've been paying attention.
Hey, this might be the dopest rookie class in all of WNBA. It's not just Caitlin.
Yeah.
Angel Reese been doing her thing. She's been showing out. A shorty that went to Stanford that got drafted to the Cameron Brink. Yeah.
Cameron. Yeah.
She been showing out with the Sparks. It's like, bruh, is this rookie class that just came in with Caitlin, and obviously it was headlined by Caitlin. She's going to get a lot of the, media headlines and focus, but it's not just her. I mean, it's literally been that not all of the rookie class, but it's been a good majority of that rookie class, especially that went in the first round, that is just showing out. Caitlin Martin, Caitlin's teammate at Iowa, she's been putting in her own with the Aces. So she got drafted to the back-to-back champions, but she's contributed. So it's like, man, it's dope to see. I know there's a lot of people that still ain't back on the WNBA train, and that's okay, but trust me, they gonna make viewers out of everybody sooner rather than later, man. It's been some good basketball, and it's been dope to watch.
Game's been good.
Yeah.
King Mel, before I go to you, Angel Reese is definitely showing out her rookie season. She just had her first double-double. Mel, have you been watching? Have you been paying attention?
Oh man, I've been paying attention every chance that I get. I've been even looking into tickets to try to even go to an event. Like, this is, for me, I like the unpredictability that we're getting right now. These rookies, they may be rookies, but some of them are shining right now. Like, just really shining. And I see a bright future in all of them, as long as they play their cards right. So it's entertaining. You know me, I'm rooting for Sabrina all the way.
Oh yeah.
And she just dropped her second edition of her shoe too.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get number one, but she moved quick for me.
Hey, speaking of Sabrina, did y'all see that she was mentoring Kobe's daughter?
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, I did. Pound, what you thinking about the WNBA this year, man?
I want to see Taurasi play. That's what I want to see. I want to see her like live. You know what I mean? She is off the chain, dog. I'm talking about she can ball straight up ball out, man. I mean, but I mean, you gotta love Caitlin, man. I mean, she's doing. See, that's why I don't see how a lot of people hate on her. You know what I'm saying?
We about to go there. We about to go there.
Okay. Go. I don't want to segue yet, but
yeah, we about to go there. Let me segue there because this was going to be the topic as well. Is Caitlin Clark hate or love train? What do you think right now? I'm gonna go to you first, Pound. What do you think on a 1 to 10 scale? What do you think the hate is, and what do you think the love is for Caitlin Clark?
Are we doing 2 scales?
Yeah, 2 separate scales.
Well, both of them on 10. Because people hate. I mean, I just be watching, social media, and everybody try to say, "Oh, this person did this. How come she ain't getting no publicity? How come she ain't getting all the limelight that Caitlin getting?" I'm like, why y'all even matching these people up like that, man? She did her thing 2-3 years ago, whatever, when she got in the league. Okay, Caitlin's doing something totally different, man. Ain't nobody seen nobody shoot like that. You know what I'm saying? Taurasi probably the closest, but she ain't bombing Betty from damn near half court. That's some stuff that we like. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what attracted a lot of us to it. Like, oh man, she shoot like what am I? Somebody face bop. You know what I'm saying? It's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So you can't hate on. You cannot hate on that, man. That's what I don't understand why people hate. Nah, let her shine, man. All that's gonna do is bring it bigger for everyone else. Let her ride.
Okay, you got 10 seconds to answer this question. Is it more hate for her or more love?
I'm gonna say what I've been seeing, more hate.
All right. King Mel.
Hate, man.
Same thing I asked him. Where do you rate her hate and where do you rate her love? And go ahead.
Right now, I say the hate is at least a minimum of 7. Okay. It's at a minimum of 7. The love is about a 4.
Okay.
For about every about 10 people, you'll probably see 2 to 3 people actually giving her real love. But everybody else is just hating on her, ain't even watch her dribble the basketball.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I'll call Ma.
Hey, I actually agree with Mel, but I'm gonna put a caveat to it. Wait till you get about halfway through the season, you'll see it flip, and you'll see the love be more at a 7 and the hate be at a 4. Because she just dropped 30 the other day, and she's getting it. She's starting to get it. I mean, obviously, I think we all knew it was going to be a learning curve. She knew that. She knew that.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So when you see her starting to get a little bit more comfortable and she start dropping 30, start dropping them buckets like that, I'm telling you, it's going to be a matter of time before she start having them triple doubles like she was doing in college. It'll probably be later in the season, but when it starts happening, on them people that was hating before, they was out there being the 7 and the 8 on the scale. They gonna flip to the 2 and 3. The less hate gonna keep coming. I'm telling you, she gonna still get some hate just because the media still gonna overhype her, and that's not to her fault. She didn't ask for that, But it's gonna the fan love should start coming a little bit more. So I think it'll change by halfway through the season.
Okay. So right now we are currently in the NBA playoffs. As of today, when we record, Minnesota and Dallas is going on, and Dallas is smacking Minnesota right now. So let's assume that it's Dallas versus Boston in the finals. I want to go to you, King Mel, first. I would like to know your overall. Well, your team is in the finals because you're a Boston fan. But what are your overall thoughts about the playoffs so far and just these two teams making it to the finals?
All right. First thing I want to say, Jason Tatum, I'm sorry I cut you last week. I apologize.
Hey,
That was the first thing. I'm sorry. I saw you, you had 2 points in the first half. So I was just like, man, you wasn't really out there. I apologize. I retract that. Okay? You still my boy. I'll go put my jersey on after this episode. You my guy. But now we're gonna go against the Mavs. The story. So it's 2 stories for me. And I'm a wrestling fan. Everybody know I love good stories. The stories with the Mavs is a little bit more impactful than it would be with Minnesota. We had a little issue in Minnesota this year where Anthony Edwards called out Tatum, stole the ball, and won the game. But we got way much long-term storytellers, what we say in the wrestling community. Mm-hmm. Kyrie Irving stepping on Lucky in the middle of the court after saying he was going to sign back to Boston, and he took his talent to Brooklyn. You got Porzingis, used to be the number 2 in Dallas. Pandemic, he was in the bubble with Luka. They didn't get the job done then. That was Luka's first time in the playoffs. Now, for all of this to come in the finals and to happen, Jrue Holiday, people wrote him off. I wrote him off.
Yeah.
I wrote him off all season. He stepped up in the playoffs. So, I mean, all of this is a factor. We got Jason Kidd on the sidelines coaching, going against one of the youngest coaches right now in the NBA. This is just unpredictability. That's all I got to say. I'm rooting for the Celtics, though.
Okay. Pound, what do you think about the playoffs currently, and what do you think about these 2 teams possibly making it to the finals?
Well, I'm going to say I'm glad I finally see somebody playing some defense because this like the NBA changed, man. They don't play that much defense. Why do you think everybody's scoring like 100, 200 points? I like the playoffs because now they're playing real basketball. You know what I'm saying? Everybody really, something's on the line. You know what I'm saying? So that's why these games are so good right now. But I got Boston winning the whole entire thing. But that Dallas matchup would be a very, very good matchup because Kyrie got something to prove, man. And that dude, he's on a different level right now. But I got Boston taking. I just think their overall team is better, and I think I think they'll step it up. Plus, they got money on it too, so they're better.
Hey, and he's been using BetAlytics.
He been using BetAlytics.
My man G. Shout out to G. Happy birthday, G. Happy birthday, G Money. Wildcard Mar.
Oh man. Well, as a Lakers fan, personally, the playoffs have been extremely whack for me. But as a fan of basketball, I say this: once Denver went down, I think it kind of left the door open for anybody in the West because they were pretty much the favorite, and they were looking dominant all season, and they just kind of just faltered at the wrong time. I was surprised in the way that they went down, but man, Dallas, obviously, like you said, as we record, they pretty much got a handle on this game. It looks like they're about to go to the final. So if that's the matchup, man, like Mel said, there's a lot of storylines that adds to what the media likes is the storylines. They like the juiciness of the situation. So there's that gives you that part. But I mean, I'm looking at the basketball thing. So you got Luka and Kyrie, who are perimeter guys, going against Tatum and Brown, who are great perimeter defenders. So something's got to give. That's looking at the strength of what Dallas do, like to shoot on perimeter. Then, that's that is not a weakness of Boston. Their perimeter defense is probably one of the best in the league. So, matchup wise, it took for a basketball fan, you got to love it. Because something got to give. Who's going to crack first? Who's going to make that mistake that's going to open the door for either for the opposition? So, hey man, hey, get your popcorn ready, like T.O. said, man. It's going to be some fireworks, baby. So I dig it.
I think the playoffs I think this playoffs has established that the NBA is in a good place. I think that for all of us that, like Pound said about the lack of defense, this playoffs put our worries a little bit down. Like if you was at a 7 before worrying about the level of defense, you're probably at a 2 now. Because the teams that play good defense are the teams that have either in the finals or was in the conference finals. Minnesota, you can say whatever you want about Rudy Gobert. Defensively, he won Defensive Player of the Year, and defensively, they was a tough team. Same thing with the Mavericks. They got tougher. That's why they started winning. Same thing with Boston. They're a pretty good defensive team. Indiana was the only team in the Eastern Conference Finals that really defensively was kind of lacked.
They was the only team.
They were the only team.
A lick of defense.
But I think the bigger point to that is the NBA, if you look at it now, other than when we were younger, all of us were younger. And what I mean by younger, I mean like our young adult age group, where the Iversons, the Kobes, Shaq, Tim Duncan, KG, this is back to that era. This isn't Jordan's era. This ain't Magic and Kareem's era. This is that era again. This is the 96 draft class again, all over again. You got Ja, you got Ant, you got Luka, you got Kyrie still doing his thing. You still got LeBron. You got Anthony Davis. You got Ja Morant. You still got Tyrese Halliburton. You got Joel Embiid. Every team, you got Jalen Brunson. You got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. You have so many stars in this league right now, and I'm not even naming everybody. So I think the NBA is in a great spot right now. This finals, to Mel's point, they got a lot of storylines, man. Kyrie going back to Boston is a big storyline for real.
Boy, they hate him.
People.
Boy,
listen, I can't repeat this on this podcast. Usually we curse and all that other stuff. And, we usually don't care. I cannot repeat what they about to say to that man on this show.
Nah.
Yo, I'm going to tell you
stuff they about to say to him.
Wow, bro.
So just to let y'all know, I was there one of the games when he was in Brooklyn. We lost the series. It was 2021. We didn't have Jaylen Brown. He was hurt with the hand. I was there when Tatum won that one game for us. And all you hear was, beep, beep, Kyrie. That's all you kept hearing the whole game.
Was about to be a lot of beeping.
I
was like, yo, this is amazing. I'm glad I actually took the trip to come to this game.
So this is something I wanted to just throw out there for you guys. Go ahead, Crown. Go ahead.
Talk about NBA before you change. I was reading, I think Ron Artest said this, if I'm mistaken. He said the NBA has gotten softer. The reason why they're not playing defense real tough anymore, like that, is because a lot of the overseas people are coming over here. Because you see, overseas, they really don't play no defense over there. You see what I'm saying? So now the NBA is trying to get all them overseas people to come over here. That's why it's softer. That's why you see all these points being scored. So what do y'all think about that knowledge? Because you got to think about it. The NBA was all white. Then it went pretty much black. And now you got, there's so many overseas people in the NBA. It's crazy right now. So it kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
So, it do, but it don't to me.
I'm about to say, so he's right as far as the NBA has gotten softer. But here's what I always tell people about that. And I say the same thing for football as well. Because we all played football when football was, you got a concussion. You didn't even know it was a concussion. You just shook it off and you walked back in there. So we all remember those days. If the quality of life for the players that are entertaining me gets better because they make the game less physical, I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the bad, like our old Bammers that we looked up to that played sports. These Bammers can't barely walk. They got head issues and things like that. If I don't get to watch, like if LeBron come out nowadays and he retire and I see this Bama and he don't got to walk up to the podium without assistance, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Some people might not think that way, but I'm good with that. I would rather it be like that than it be LeBron James, one of the best basketball players of all time, wherever you got him ranked, but he's one of the best. he got to walk up that joint with a cane and somebody helping him up. Nah. If I got to sacrifice that level of the game just to make sure these Bammers is okay mentally and physically, I'm cool with that. I don't trip off that. And I think that's what Bammers don't be thinking. Like, again, with football, we be like, man, the game got soft. You could barely touch anybody. Well, these Bammers got CTE. It's Bammers killing themselves because of what football's done to them. I don't want that. So if they got to make it a little bit more softer to just to keep the game going, I'm cool with that. But I think I think once people start realizing it from that perspective, then we can start enjoying it. Because then people could be like, all right, well, yeah, it was kind of like Charles Oakley. You ain't want to go to the pen against Charles Oakley, yeah, but the Bama that went to the pen against Charles Oakley, that Bama got a cane. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's facts.
Yeah, I mean, you want to jump in, Mar?
Well, I was and Mike, and that's a great point. And I never looked at it that way, but I was also looking at it this way: is sometimes like we also got to remember, man, a lot of these organizations are filed as entertainment entities, and there's an entertainment factor that's involved in this, and you know, you got to find ways that you can still have the element of the sport, but you still got to find a way to incorporate the entertainment factor in it. And you know, I know a lot of people don't like to hear, but go look it up. NBA, NFL, some of these entities are literally filed as entertainment entities before it comes a sports organization. So I just think the influx of certain European players is also because basketball is an international sport. I mean, what makes your pockets fatter? Being local in the States or being worldwide? So,
that's a fact.
I also want to throw this out there.
Yeah.
And we've had this conversation as well. Adam Silver has definitely tried to keep the league us.
Well, yeah, he has.
He's done everything possible. He didn't let Bammers take games off. He didn't let Bammers make the most money they've ever made in their life. He want to give the league to a black person so bad, but every time you try to give it to him,
they mess it up. Yeah.
Ja Morant he was about to be the logo of the NBA.
Yeah.
The logo, bro.
They was about to change Jerry West and put Ja Morant dunking on somebody as the new logo of the NBA. And what happened? He didn't try to give it to Ant-Man 3 times.
And Ant-Man person on them podiums.
Listen, Ant-Man would have been the trophy if he would have won this year. You think I'm lying? This man, he wanted to give Ant-Man. Everybody right now thinks Ant-Man is the face. Like, they say he's the face.
Yeah.
But as we recorded, they getting smacked.
Yeah, you're not
going.
Yeah.
It's not that the international players are coming over here like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is a hostile takeover. It's every time we have it in our hand, we fumble that joint.
That's a fact.
That's a fair point too.
Like Jordan told Coach, yeah, come over here if you want to. Before you come over here, I'm gonna let you know what it's about. And you know what I'm saying? So they kind of knew. It's different now. Dirk done already won, you know what I'm saying? And during that time when Dirk won, who was the face of the league at that time? LeBron James. So I think Adam Silver wants to give the league to us. We just gotta be able to take it and take it to the next level.
Yeah. I feel you.
Nah, but as Ron Artest said, I don't really agree with him because it's gonna sit here like to say I agree with him, I'd be lying. We got a Frenchman as Defensive Player of the Year, and on top of that, he got 4 of them. We got a rookie that just came in that got a whole bunch of blocks and was the first rookie ever to be on all defensive team. That's another Frenchman. So it's like, what else? Who else we had? Both of those was in the top 2, like the top 3 of Defensive Player of the Year this year.
Hey, Mel, your MVP, Jokic, Croatian.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we got guys playing defense.
That's because we don't be playing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He want to give it to us, but we really acting like this, Dre, like Bama's is playing in the NBA like they work at Target. Like, they don't want to go to work one day. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I mean, you right about that. Like you got guys like Giannis, holes in their shoe, was having to walk to work, send money back home. So they trying to play every game.
Mm-hmm.
You got guys like Ben Simmons,
We got guys like that too. But the problem is they stop caring about everybody else. They get so much money. That's the thing, bro. I think that ultimately would kind of messed up the league more than anything. The skill, anything. The money. If I only got to play 50 games a year and I'm getting $300 million, Michael Jordan only got $30 million. He had to play all 82.
Exactly.
I don't give two shits about what Michael Jordan had to do.
I'm taking off, man.
You hear me?
Nah, you right about that. That's a fact.
Hey, that's why the
Adam
game.
Silver tried to do that rule: 65 game minimum. You want an award this year? You want a contract extension? 65 games.
All them Bama said, "All right, well, fuck it, we're gonna play 56."
Hey, John Wall. That's all I gotta say.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm saying. Like these dudes is
murdered the NBA, boy.
Go to Gilbert.
I ain't mad. Look, John Wall wanted to pay. He wanted to play. But he didn't want to take that pay cut. I'll tell you that.
Hey, come on. Hey, man. The moment he signed that damn contract extension with the Wizards and they gave him almost $200 million, all of a sudden,
He probably played like 40 games, man. That's it.
When's the last time you seen John Wall?
Up in his own credit.
Like 40 games.
When's the last time you seen John Wall? But that money's still in that bank account. It's money.
Yeah. Is it
I seen him. He was on the Rockets. No, he was on the Clippers.
Okay,
the Clippers said, "Nah, you got to go back to the Rockets."
That was what? How many years ago was that, man?
Last time I seen him, he was on podcast.
That was like last year, Mar. That was like last year that happened to John Wall. He was on the Clippers. Then they traded him back to the Rockets. He got
that's what I mean by Adam Silver be trying to give it to us, but we just be like, look, bro. I mean, we had this kind of debate when we did when the All-Star game came up, and I was trying to explain to people it's different nowadays than it is when we grew up. When we grew up, the All-Star game was at 3:00 every Sunday. That the All-Star game was. They had All-Star Saturday night and all that stuff, but here's the kicker that Bammers don't remember: it was on TNT. TNT wasn't the exclusive channel like it is now. Anybody can watch TNT now. When we were coming up, you had to have cable. So it was an exclusive event. These Bammers don't play the game till 9:00 now. They got 37 commercials to do before the game. By the time I get to the game, I can care less. Y'all just gave me $3 million just to be here. You think I care about the game? Like it's. I think the NBA. That's the only thing they're gonna have to change. They're gonna have to find a way to make it a little bit more competitive this moving forward. I think they did with the in-season tournament. I think that was a to wrap up the NBA talk. I think that was pretty. We'll look back on it and be like, okay, that was a good move to make the league a little bit more competitive. So moving on from last NBA topic. Similar to, I'm gonna give y'all 24 seconds. 24 seconds. Everybody get 24 seconds on the shot clock. Similar to Caitlin Clark, I want y'all to rank the hate and the love for Sir Bronny James. King Mel, go ahead.
I feel like both is at a 5.
Okay.
I feel both of them are at a 5. I feel like Bronny James only getting hate because of his father. People just hate his father so much, they just automatically hating him and they didn't even really watch him do anything.
Got you. Well, come on.
Man, I think the hate's at a 9 and the love is at a 2. But to Mel's point, it is about just the fact that what's on the back of the jersey. It says James. And a lot of people take that what they feel for Pops and they automatically throw it on him. Hey, man, you got to let homie shine, man. Leave him alone, man.
What you think?
Oh, it's definitely a 10. Because you got to think about it, and I think it's more so he ain't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? And he about to get drafted into the NBA. And my thing, to me, it's like, it's what, 1,000 NCAA, no, probably about 1,000 NCAA schools. It's a lot of players that's deserving to go in there. There's more deserving than he is. That's the part that I don't think is fair. But I mean, like I said, it's the name on the back of his jersey, man. It's the only reason why he's getting in there. They average 5 points. Come on, dude.
So let me play devil's advocate. I think people forget that the kid had a heart surgery. Or something with the heart complications.
Yeah, cardiac arrest.
What they're basing his ranking off of is before that. Because do you think that okay, matter of fact, that's a dumb question because you already answered that. Let me ask you, why do people ignore that part of it, Pound, do you think? Because if anybody else had a heart condition and they were trying to go to the league, we would be giving them compassion. Nobody gives him no compassion.
I don't really think the heart condition really has anything to do with it because he was cleared to play. They say he's healthy enough to play, so he's healthy. He went out there and he just didn't produce.
But now he was on a minute restriction.
Huh?
He was on a minute restriction.
Well, I didn't know that, but I mean, I'm just going by from what I've seen and what the stats. I mean, just think about this. Dude from Tar Heel, best North Carolina's best point guard ever. I forgot his name. Coda.
Ed Coda.
He was like that, killing, and he didn't even make it to the NBA.
Victor Page ain't making it either. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But Bronny, he didn't show anything. I mean, at least show something. You know what I'm saying? And then go in.
So
that's
were
my
you
point.
familiar with his game before the heart condition?
Yeah, I seen him play in high school.
So do you think he was worth it in high school coming in?
No.
Okay, got you. So you're saying from the jump he didn't deserve to get the spots that he did.
NBA from high school?
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is when he was in high school, he got recruited to USC.
Yeah.
I'm saying, do you think he deserved that?
Oh yeah. No, the dude has talent. Don't get me wrong. He's not a bum. He definitely has talent, but I don't think he's on the NBA level talent-wise. Not yet. Okay.
Have you seen the other brother?
Bryce.
No, like bits and pieces of it.
Oh yeah,
Bryce is true.
He gonna make y'all. He gonna make you.
I've heard he like that. Yeah.
He looking for revenge. I'm telling you. Y'all keep messing with his brother. He gonna come in the league and kill.
Bryce reminds you like a lot of LeBron. Hey, it's like,
please don't do that. The ball brothers. Just don't do like them, man.
Nah. I don't think they gonna hit to that level. But Bryce, woof. Yeah, Bryce like that. And he's still. I think was a lot of surprising for me for Bronny. It was his with his measurables at the combine. He didn't fill out like a lot of people thought. At physical wise, he wasn't as big as a lot of people thought, Paul. So, I mean, but it is what it is. I'm like Pound, man. He got game. Just me personally, I would have preferred he probably stayed maybe another year in college, maybe 2, so he can mature his game. But hey, man, he's there now. So I think he gets drafted. Whatever reason it is, whether it's the name on his back or regardless, just let him have the opportunity to make his own name and make his own mark. So that's going to be on him, is to take the opportunity and do what and make something of it. So
we got a little bit time wise. I got another 24-second clock to y'all. Before I do that, rest in peace to the great Bill Walton.
Yes.
Rest in peace to him. He's been contributing to basketball for so long, before all of us were born, to be honest with you.
Yep.
He's a great, but this has something to do with him and his offspring. 24-second clock. I'm about to mess y'all heads up with this one. If we complaining about Bronny, why the hell didn't we complain about Luke Walton? Start with King Mel. Let's go.
Because Bill Walton wasn't LeBron James. That's it. Nobody cared. Nobody bought a Luke Walton jersey but that stalker of his. That's it. I'm gonna tell the truth. Not a lot of people know he had a stalker, but he had a stalker. Nobody bought a Luke Walton number 4 jersey.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. You're a little younger than us. The throwback Bill Walton Portland jersey definitely was in rotation back in the day when Bama's had jerseys.
No, I'm talking about a Luke Walton. Yeah, nobody bought a Luke Walton jersey.
But what I'm saying to you is Bill. Nobody tripped off of Luke because of Bill. You know what I'm saying? It's a wildcard mark. Please, your 24 seconds.
Hey, Luke, nobody tripping off Luke. Like you said, man, hey, we knew what it was with Luke. That man was just lucky to even sniff some time on the court, man, and especially when he was playing in LA. So I understand exactly where you're going with it. We can't pick and choose when to apply nepotism. It's weird. That's the thing, and I think that's where Mike's going with it. You can't pick and choose when you apply nepotism.
I'm gonna let Pound go first. Go ahead, Pound. Go ahead.
What was his stats coming out of college though? I mean, just roughly.
The same as Bronny's.
Yeah, they probably had to be the same as Bronny's. Now, Luke was never like that.
No, I didn't think he was like that, but I think his stats probably was a little better.
Hey, you might be right.
I think his stats probably was a little better. And didn't he go to 4 years of school?
Yeah, I think he read.
If you ain't say that he played in college, I would have never known. That's how bad his stats is. I'll tell you that.
That's what I'm saying. Mark, you knew where I was going with it. That's why I'm going with it. Go. Hey, listen. Everything we talked about earlier with the MCA and all that type of stuff. Hey, people, if you ain't gonna get mad when they do it, shut up when we do it. All right, just let us rock.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a Michael Jordan fan as well, but I'm a LeBron fan as well. I'm not one of them. Oh, I like Jordan. My era. No, I like both.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you and say, "Hey, man, that nepotism stuff that LeBron doing is whack." Nope. What I think personally, you would never know. But when I'm on this show, LeBron James and his son, I ain't gonna hold you because we've seen it with Walmart, we didn't see it with Target, we didn't see it with all these businesses, we didn't see it with McDonald's. That's how the McDonald's family lost their dams because they gave it to the kids. So, hey man, about time. I'm not mad. Ice Cube son playing him in the movie.
But I'm gonna say this though. I think every year during that draft, there's always something like, "Damn, how the hell did he get drafted?"
Yeah.
You know, or so. I mean, I'm skeptical about all that stuff. So it ain't just Brownie. I mean, it's a lot of people. I'm like, "How the hell you making it in the league?"
That's
who
why
you know.
Who you know? Yeah, that's why I'm not sure about Brownie because it's like. This ain't the first time we've seen it done. This is the first time we've seen it done of the person of that level.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Walton is a top 50 player, but Bill Walton ain't LeBron James. We know that.
Yeah. That's a fact. Just like the team with Patrick Ewing when he had his son in the league. Ain't nobody say nothing.
Well,
nobody said no when Patrick Ewing Jr. was in the league.
I don't think Pat Ewing Jr. was in the league because his father, though. I don't think the league cared that much about Pat to do that for him. Not like he played for the Knicks. He played for the Wizards. That wasn't a favor. Playing for the Wizards is not a favor. Let me tell you that. Playing for the Wizards is a punishment. You come to the Wizards when they want to let you know, hey, bro, I know you're like the thing. Yo, shit don't stink. Yeah, it stink. You come to the Wizards, listen, it's a couple franchises in this sports universe that you come to, and it happens to be majority of them are here in DC. The Wizards and the Washington, whatever name of the team is tomorrow, that team, if you play for those two teams and you come here, that is a reality check.
End of the road.
You come in, listen, Dallas got a kid that I didn't even know was good at basketball that played for the damn Wizards. What's his name? What's his Crawford?
Gafford.
Gafford. He played for the Wizards. I was like, damn, the kid can play basketball? I ain't even know.
He goes somewhere else. Oh, that
Kyle
means
Kuzma is the worst. Jordan Poole, you know, in the Space Jam when the Monstars, they put that everybody lost their powers and they went out there trying to play. That's Jordan Poole.
hey, yo, chill, bro.
I'm trying to tell you. But before we go, I just want to get to y'all. Go ahead.
Hey, how much time you got left?
We got time.
Hey, I just want to shout out for the Negro League baseball players.
I was going. That was literally the next thing I was going to go to.
All right, go ahead, do your thing.
Yes. So, real quick before we go, Major League Baseball has now united the Negro League stats with the Major League Baseball stats, and not a toot our horn, but them stats done changed. The top 10 in every category has changed.
Switched up.
I want to get y'all opinion on that, man. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, I mean, I'm not. This usually isn't a baseball. We do talk about baseball on here, but how do y'all feel, Mark Amar? Since you brought it up.
Nah, man. For me, growing up in Kansas City, I met Buck O'Neil thousands of times, and Buck O'Neil was an important part of the Negro League baseball. We got the Negro League Baseball Museum out here in Kansas City. So if y'all ever get a chance to come out here, man, trust me, check it out. It'll change your life. But for me, it's like about damn time, man. I always equated to this. So remember, the NFL was just the NFL. The AFL was another organization. It was still professional. So then they ended up merging. To me, the Negro League Baseball was formed because shit was just messed up in America. I mean, it was still Jim Crow was still a thing. Segregation was still a thing. So, but at the end of the day, you can't hinder what these players did on the baseball diamond because they played at an elite level too. It wasn't their fault because of their skin color. They came out the womb like this. God gave them that skin, but you can't downplay their skills. And now that you put their stats on there, and I bring up Buck O'Neil to say this. Buck O'Neil, if God rest his soul, just listen to his stories. Hey man, I don't know if y'all know this, man. Hey, Jackie Robinson wasn't the best that came out the Negro Leagues, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He was the most acceptable, and I don't mean to make it sound negative, but he was probably one of the more acceptable guys to make that transition to break the color barrier for the Major League Baseball. But he wasn't the best.
Yeah,
so he was good. And you saw what he did in the majors. So if you saw what he did, imagine Satchel Paige had his whole career in the majors. Imagine Josh Gibson had his whole career in the majors. And you could go on and on with names of players in the Negro Leagues that could have made an impact in the majors. But I say all that to say this. For all you old head baseball fans, Babe Ruth's the greatest. You sure?
Not anymore.
How can you be the greatest when you didn't compete against the greatest in the world? So now that you got those stats included, we can have that debate now of who's the greatest of all time, because now everybody who played at an elite level is all in the same books.
I'm coming to you next, pal. What you got?
I want to question because I actually didn't hear about this. So there's no backlash behind this. I mean,
there will be. Trust. There will be.
Well, I think the reason why we haven't heard the initial backlash because they've been telling us they was prepping for this for years. So we kind of knew beforehand.
Because I already know there's gonna be a lot of people arguing, like you said, debating and arguing and then all type of stuff. So that's that's tough.
You don't be on Twitter like that, do you?
Nah.
Oh yeah, they done already updated the books and everything. That's why I said what I said. Yeah, it's the top 10. Wow. It's changed.
I know. Yeah, I already know. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of talk about that, boy.
Every list: strikeouts, wins, hits, every list, I promise you that I seen that they posted, it went from no black people in it to at least six of us in them joints, and at the top at a lot of them joints. Yeah.
Damn.
Bad. Yeah, it's bad. Wow, King Mel.
Man, see, I wish I had the luxury you had, wild card, because I grew up in New York. So all we know is about the Yankees. Sure, we know about Jackie Robinson, Brooklyn Dodgers. Yeah, we know about that. But besides that, it's all Yankees and Mets. So now you brought up some interesting stuff, and it's just like, now I got to start side-eyeing some of these records that happen. Because it's like, would the Yankees really have 27 world champions if the Negro League players was in there and play for other teams? That's like some of the questions that I start asking myself.
Yeah.
That's a good question, man.
And we're going to wrap it up like this. This is the first time I'm doing this. This is called Challenge. Pound, I'm going to give you a minute. King Mel, I'm picking you this week. I'm going to give you a minute. And your topic is wrestling. Pound, you get 1 minute to convince the people why your era was the best wrestling. Mel,
oh man,
you get 1 minute. I'm gonna go. King Mel, pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Dang.
You said what?
7.
All right, you go first. That's the furthest off from the number I had in my head. So you go first. You get 1 minute starting now.
So the reason why I got my era as the number 1 era is everything. Right now we got wrestlers that just have to learn how to handle social media, that had to learn from the old school ways and change the way that they had to wrestle. They had to change everything. Nowadays, wrestlers, with a wrestler now, you know exactly where they're going to pop up at, what time, what flight they getting on, where to catch them at. And it's difficult. The one thing I could give Pound era is, yeah, they know how to stay in character. But this era now, man, we telling you right now, we ain't in character no more. F that character. If I say I don't want that autograph, you better go ahead and mind your business, young fella. If I don't want to do this right now, you better go on ahead.
I'm up. Pound, I'm resetting the time. Same question to you. Why is your era of wrestling the best? Go.
I'm gonna say my era was the best because it was real. I'm talking about these dudes was really bona fide kicking each other butts off the break. I'm talking about doing interviews. They jump out of interviews, beat people up. I'm talking about real blood. I'm talking about back then they was really jet riding, limousine riding, jet flying, women, man, woo, son of a, they was getting it, big boy, but no bull, man. I mean, it was, you can't, no. The matchups they had, the people they had, like you said, the in character they had, man, they played it so well. You just knew that person was real. And they played it. Ric Flair even told you he did everything he said he did. Really live. And that's why you gotta love it, man. To me, today is more of a soap opera, which is still good. Don't get me wrong, it's still good. But I just think it's more of acting than
Time's up. Time's up. Time's up. Wild Card Mom, what you think? What you think?
And that was a good little challenge.
We need to keep that on the show. We need to keep that on the show.
You caught me off guard with that one.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. You caught me off.
Hey, that's why I did it the way I did it. I told y'all before we was gonna get to a little wrestling, but I didn't tell y'all how. Hey, this is the Man Cave Sports Podcast. Each and every Saturday morning, you can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Google Podcasts, Spotify. You can find us on what's the other one? Mark, help me out.
Apple.
Apple Podcasts as well. And you can find us on YouTube in the morning times. Also, Saturdays you can find In the Four Corners of Wrestling each and every Saturday afternoon. Foes up, quads down. On every platform that I already named. Mondays, we got the My GM League, where we bring video games and wrestling together, and we book the shows, fantasy booking. Right now, Wildcard Mar, you shouldn't have said that because I wasn't going to say nothing. He is in last place. And we got King Mel, who's in second place. He's been in second place so long, he's just stay there. This is a great show. Also, we got a bunch of stuff. Like I said earlier in the show, if you didn't watch yesterday, we had the Blair Blazer uniform reveal, which was dope. They got a lot of different combinations. I can say it now. They got the black and gray. They got the white and gray, red and gray, red on red, red on white, red on black. I mean, I can just keep going on and on. They're like the Oregon of high school football right now. It's crazy if you went to Blair when we went to Blair, because you're like, oh my God, all we had was red on red. That's it.
Hey, can you see? Hey, since you're connected, can you see if they got my number 3 jersey, man? Just let me get my number 3 jersey, man.
They are this year. They are giving out the past years the black jersey. You could get a version of the black jersey if you wanted to. They are giving out the white jersey this year. I think it's the white one.
Okay.
If you get a jersey, so I'll holler at Coach for you. You can get a.
I need one. Number 3.
Got you. I
want to thank y'all for letting me on here, man. This was fun, man. Hey, y'all off the chain, man.
I was about to go to you. Let them know where they can find you at, man. Let them know where they can find you and MCA.
Well, hey, you can find me at like I said, www.maplecommunityassociation.org. Y'all can give donations. All the donations, the proceeds is gonna go strictly to the kids and their programs, man. That's where I'm at right now. What I'm doing, I'm trying to get back to coaching, but right now I gotta take care of this first.
Got you. Wildcard Mar, where they can find you at?
Hey man, you know what it is. Catch me on Twitter, KC Wildcard Mar, RW Sports Network, and then of course every Saturday, Monday, right here on 613 Faye Productions. You dig?
Hey, King Mel, where can they find you at, brother?
You can find me on X at King Mel Stacks, on IG King Mel 13, where I drop some good video content that'll make you laugh with some good wrestling stuff. And you can also find me on Facebook in the Four Corners in the Man Cave Sports Podcast group as Jamel Scroggins.
You already know where you can find me on Twitter, Mike T304, Coach Drip 304 or Instagram, Michael Turner on Facebook. Like these guys said, the Man Cave Sports Podcast group. Also in the Four Corners of Wrestling. Hey man, Jae Jones. What do you usually say this time?
Hey, man, you ain't got to go home. You got to get the hell up out of here, man. Shutting the door on their ass.
You already know what time it is.
Peace out.